Greetings and welcome back to Survival. Welcome back to my journal of my journey in Survival Minecraft. So today we're going to be starting something that, I kid you not, I have had this thought about in my head for ages. Absolutely ages, and we're only now getting round to it. But this is just the start. It will be a long project, but hopefully we can get it done soon. We're going to be working on the museum. Now, I'm not at the museum at the minute because I was thinking about stuff to put in it. And then I was thinking, because I know some, well, at least one YouTuber in the past, maybe more, I don't know, have kept their first ever pick in that. And I looked in here there, yeah. And I saw there was a wooden pick in there. And I was like, yo, is that it? Is that my first wooden pick? Because I remember I never really made it my mission to keep a hold of my early tools because I didn't really care. And like even now, I wouldn't really care. But if I had it kicking around, it would be nice. There's also a stone pickaxe there. Now, if you think about it, there's no real reason to use either a wooden pickaxe or a stone pickaxe for much time in a survival world, purely because you just go get iron straight away and then you've got your iron pickaxe and that's good. So that's kind of got me thinking that these tools might be my first ones. However, I know for a fact that is not my first stone pickaxe. It's not my only stone pickaxe, and I'm not entirely sure if that's even my first wooden pickaxe. I was having a look at my early episodes, trying to gauge whether I had kept it or not, and I think I had one chest or something in one of the early episodes, and I kept opening up and I couldn't see it in there. I mean, unless I kept it in another chest I've completely forgotten about, I don't know. Not 100% convinced that is my first wooden pickaxe. We might put it in there and just say it was an early wooden pickaxe, but because I don't know if there would have been a good reason for me to have crafted one. Unless I crafted one because I had to or something, I don't know. So I've got several things I want to work on in the museum. I want it to be fairly informative. It's going to be a Minecraft style museum, like not just, you know, a copy of a real life museum, but it is actually going to be based on Minecraft. It actually looks okay, I think, from the front. Well, debatable, because I know loads of people hate diorite, but I think it looks okay from the front. I don't know. Well, it's done now. I'm not going to be changing it. I'm not going to be changing too much about it. But there you go. That is that. I've got a few things here that I've kept. So my witch challenge potions are here. I had the challenge of gathering all the potions that can be dropped by a witch. I'm missing just one, which is water breathing. So we might try and do that at some point. That might be quite fun. We've also got a random 1.9 plus god apple that I found in a chest. We've got a one-hit gold sword, which, why not, it's just random. Anvil from the Woodland Mansion. I'm glad I renamed these things because I'd have no idea what they were otherwise. We've got a Totem of Undying, which is pretty rare, and let's face it, I'm probably not going to use it, although it might actually be useful. I don't know what that is. Random record. Wonder if we got that from a creeper or something, that in some significant situation. This is part of a tree I took from the Farlands, so I think we're going to try and set up a kind of tree of some sort. And then we've got two bows from skeletons, so I'm not sure if we can work with that. Sounds a bit boring. Oh yeah, and also we've got the pink sheep and the grey sheep that were kicking around in the city. So we can add them, and we might get other colours of sheep. These are natural, I've not dyed them. Although I'm not too bothered if we have to bring in sheep and dye them to show different colours of sheep. Those are just some of the ideas I've had. The main aim for this episode is to link up this entrance hall with the rest of the museum. Because I'm not going to put all the exhibits in this place. Yeah, no, we're not going to put all the exhibits in this room. There just wouldn't be enough space. So we're going to have to go underground. And I believe that right below here is a giant ravine that opened up to the surface at one time. I'm too scared though to try and figure out how. So I think in the entrance place we might have just like desks, you know, a till or a counter for buying tickets or something like that, and we might have one or two exhibits but not many. And then I think what we'll have is a giant staircase down, maybe here. I think that might be okay. So we'll start it here. I'll have it in line with this one. So yeah, just along like that. I don't... I forgot to show actually. I do still have my first ever enchanted tool. I will definitely be adding that. Actually, I'll show you it now. Let's see. That is my first enchanted tool. Now, for those that don't know, in my world at the start, I didn't like go all out to get, you know, full diamond enchants, brewing stuff, all that in episode 1 or 2. So what I did was I kind of staggered myself. So episode 25 was the first time I went to the Nether. Episode 50 I think was the first time I used enchants. Episode 75 was the first time I brewed, and then episode 100 was the first time I went to the end. So I was just kind of staggering things so that I didn't rush everything at once, which was okay, which was cool. That's how I wanted to play the game. And I actually got this from, I guess a zombie, because they were the only mobs that carry spades. So that was my first ever enchanted tool, and it's still there. The reason it's still there is because back in the day it was the best spade I had, and I just kept it and kept it and kept it. So I kept repairing it. So I'm not sure if I could repair it much now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add some stone bricks in. There's not actually any stone brick. Okay, yeah, there is on the roof and on the faces. We're not going to add too much in, but I do want to add some stone bricks and possibly some stone slabs just to make the floor look a little less plain. So I think what we'll do is, I guess, oh, I didn't mean that. So if we do something like, we'll do a checker pattern on the stairs, because I think that would look nice, maybe. Or maybe it'd be better to do just a line up the middle. Yeah, I think a line up the middle would look better. The staircase isn't big enough, I feel, to do the checkered pattern. And then I think what we'll have is a line of stone slabs just going down here. Most of this is half slabs because there's no lighting in this place. I didn't want to just cover the floor with torches. And there's no lighting on top because I think I built this around the time that the change came out where... Oh wait, it's because it's half slabs as well. Oh no, on top of those ones, see there's redstone. So I built this around the time that the change came out where I think it was probably 1.10, I think that was. I think it was 1.10 because this was around the time the European Championships were happening, and that was mid-2016. So yeah, this was around the time 1.10 came out, and that was when it was changed so that mobs did not spawn on top of redstone, and that's why I've used redstone up there, because obviously you can't see it from down here, so it makes a good mob proof area. So from here we're going to take the staircase down. So what I'm going to do is just expand this. Hopefully the sheep doesn't walk over what I'm doing and make it awkward. Then we'll just take it down. So I'm not sure if we should we do I feel like we should do different, well, I feel like we should do something a little different for the floor. But the thing is, we've only got a limited number of types of half slabs we can do. Alright, so I think before we do anything else, we need to find out where the location of the ravine is. I really want to use that ravine as part of the build, because I think that'd be cool. I've never really built in a ravine. I've had ravine ideas before, and I might still do some of them in my world, but I think I really just want to use this one because it's a pretty substantial one. It's like 3 ravines on top of each other or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down, I guess. Just a simple staircase here. That sheep is a bit annoying. It should be right over here, right? Hello? Oh, here we are. Told ya. Right, yeah, so as you can see down there, that's where the other ravine is. I think there's 3. Although I only see this one and that one down there. But that's lava level. And obviously the surface used to be up there, but I covered it over. But yeah, I really want to use this. I think that'd be really cool if we somehow can make it look semi-decent. It doesn't even need to be like, how should I put it? We don't even need to plaster the walls with different blocks or make funny patterns or whatever. We can just leave it as it is, maybe add a few features, but yeah. So that's where that is. If we continue to take the staircase down this way, we will end up far away from it, or, well, we're going in the wrong direction, but we can then loop it around or something, or have like an intersection that goes one way or the other. I think that would look good. So the question is, at what level do we want to enter the ravine at? Do we want to enter it a bit lower or higher up? I'm okay with entering it higher up, and then we can kind of like bring it down, like bring the walkway down. I'm planning to have like This can be like a main room, and then there's going to be like rooms in the side. We could maybe use that cave down there as a room. There's plenty of creepers down there. Also, that's a lighting glitch, which is really annoying. Should we chance it? What can happen? Oh. You right, boys? How you doing? Oh. That's not good. I enderpearled up here and, yeah. All heck broke loose. So I've done a bit of work on the museum. As you can see, I have changed the path here. Not sure if I did this on camera. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But we've changed the path that goes to the staircase out with andesite. I think that looks okay. Similarly down here, there is some andesite, and we may have andesite down here, I'm not sure. But yeah, as you can see, we've got two staircases, one going left and one going right. Here we're going to have a map, I think, of the world. It's not a square, unfortunately, I couldn't fit it in, but we'll have a decent enough area to cover, so that should be alright. Apart from that, not too much has happened. I have dug out into the ravine, and hopefully later this episode, if we've got time, we'll begin to build the... well, it's gonna be kind of like scaffolding, I think, in order to get around, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. I've added iron bars to the sides, and obviously it goes down here as well to other sections of the museum. For the next period, I want to go and map out the area. So as you can see, we've only got 4 here. I removed one of the maps. Is this the right one? Yeah, that goes there. This goes there. And this goes here. I removed the one, because we had 4, but I removed this one because it had 2 of the green indicators on it instead of just 1, because you know it has to indicate where the person is. It had 2. Oh no, okay, it just has 1 in it. That's fine. We'll just use it as usual. But that's fine. Anyway, we need to map out the rest of the area. First time using this. Oh, I took damage, but that's okay. It was quite a task to get over here, to be fair, but that's okay. So here we are. We are starting our journey. Is that the one we need? Nope, that's not the one we need. Is that the one we need? Nope. I need to find the right map. Yeah, that's it, okay. So in order to map out bit properly, we need... yeah, we need this. Let's just hold that. Oh, and there we go. So that we've got the map area, I think. I think that's okay, and then we just need to get one of these, and we need to surround it in paper twice. We've done this before. We've done this recently in this series, but oh, we need no. Oh, okay, messed up my jump. There we go. Right, yeah, we just need to roam about like this with the elytra, and hopefully we can fill out the entire map. So I was doing the mapping, and I was like, right, I'll just stop recording. I don't need to record this part. It's going to be pretty boring. How wrong was I? Look what we found. So close to the base. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, we're within 1,000 blocks, and we have found a 1 point, I think, 10 or 11 village. Like, literally, you just need to fly over there, and there's the base. In fact, I have even been in this area. I was over here. So this mountain here is unique because I had a horse, a dinnerbone horse back in the day, and it drowned in that waterfall when I was going... I can't remember what I was doing. I was going adventuring somewhere. This was an episode long ago. And so, as you can see, I've been... well, I guess it's not as close as I thought it was. You do move pretty fast on the elytra. But that's unreal. We have found a piece of 1.9 plus terrain so close to base. I mean, I didn't do that much exploring, so I don't think it's too... how should I put it? Unlikely. I don't think it was unlikely for something like this to happen, because I did kind of restrict myself in travelling because I didn't want the world size to be super large, although I've kind of just given up on that right now. But if we fly, I think it's over here, it's a spruce village, so excellent. We have got one of these. There's a blacksmith's. This is really cool. I don't think I've found one of these in my world. Library. Ooh, not bad. I'll take the obsidian because that's 4 less obsidian I have to dig in future. Of course, we've got the new path blocks. Well, they're not new anymore, but they're new to villages. Got the Kirk as usual. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this a lot. I'm really glad they added villages to taiga biomes because taiga biomes were a wee bit, I don't know, boring. They weren't boring, but I don't think the biomes are necessarily boring if there's nothing in them, because that's up to you as the player in the world to rectify. But it's always nice to stumble across one of these once in a while. Just want to point out, we have found some llamas. We're out with 1,000 blocks, but still pretty close to the 1,000 border. But as you can see, here are some llamas. So if I do want to get some in future, I can come here. I've not really figured out what I would do with them. I don't want to just get them just for the sake of it, but I mean, whatever. But yeah, no, we are loading quite a few new chunks here, so yeah, that's a rip. But you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I really would want a complete map. That would be nice. I guess it's better to load the terrain, like the chunks, now as opposed to later, because if they bring out an update with different terrain, then it's obviously going to look a bit weird with the chunks clashing and all that, unless they remove that. But I don't think there's really a way. I mean, maybe there is, I don't know, I'm not a coder. But oh, didn't think we'd lose progress there. But yeah, no, I don't know if there's a way to remove that. But if there's not, oh look, another witch hut. If there's not a way to remove that, then you know, it means our world won't have the giant terrain borders so close to, you know, base. So that's a good thing, in my opinion. We've got a fire. It's time for firefighter JamestheDouglas to get on the job. I've never fought a fire this big in Minecraft. It's probably not even worth it. Okay, you know what? Let's just get rid of the source first. Man, this fire. I tell you, this fire is... It's not the biggest one ever. I've seen bigger, but it's pretty big. For a post-beta fire, it's pretty big. That's alright, that's alright. You've got to risk your safety as a firefighter. I've never cared about a piece of Minecraft terrain so much as I have with this forest. Alright, yeah, it's basically gone. As I said, we can repair it another time if I happen to be working this area. Unfortunately, there's another lava pool over there. And now we found another village. This one is just a normal plains village, but it is a post 1.9 terrain house thing. It is post 1.9, post 1.10, whatever. We've even got a green villager, a nitwit, in the village. There's a library. There is your old village Kirk, but apart from those, there's not too much else. There's a farm built on top of sand, which is interesting. But yeah, not much else. There's a spider with speed. So over here we have got a beacon. I was just about to map a different area. In fact, I can start doing that right now. The problem is I don't remember what the beacon is for. It's in a swamp biome. I think it could be one of the strongholds, one of the pre 1.9 strongholds, I should say, because I'm pretty sure all. I might still have all the strongholds from pre 1.8. I've definitely got 2 of them. The one I use and this one, if this is what I think it is. Let's find out. I could probably survive that. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, okay, so if you don't know why I'm super excited or just super weird right now, basically, I've been looking for this dual cave spider spawner for ages. I could not remember for the life of me where I'd left it. And also there's a skelly spawner right next to it as well, which is pretty cool. Completely vanilla, I promise. There's also, well, obviously the mineshaft comes as part of the thing. I thought this was back at the farming district area kind of thing. I was looking for it there, but we even have a portal. I don't know where this portal comes out. I'm not going to go through just yet because that's not my intention. But I've been looking for this for ages because I wanted to get it done. Because string is obviously vital. Well, it's not vital, but it's very important
and can obviously be used to make wool and all sorts of stuff. I'm glad I decided to come down here. I was like, oh, it's probably just a stronghold, but then I was the thing that made me come down was the beacon. Why would I put a beacon in a stronghold? Like, what's the point? Unless I was trying to mark it, but why would you use a beacon for that? You could just build a tower of dirt or something. Oh, I'm so glad we found this. And yeah, as you can see, it's a double. I think it's a double. I think it might be a triple, actually, but I don't know where the other one is. One there, one there, and then there's a skeleton spawner up there. Ooh, not bad. I'm sure there's another one down here, maybe? Yeah, there's another one down here. And I was trying to figure out if I could get every spawner active, which should be possible, because look, the skeleton spawner's right here. Yeah, I think we can do it, maybe, but it's going to take a lot of work. Anyway, so we've got a triple cave spider spawner, although you can't really call it triple because that one's kind of far away. And then you've got this one. Yeah, I completely forgot the location of this. I had no clue where this was, but now I do, so yes, so happy. So this is possibly the closest ocean to my base. As you can see, we are almost 1,000 blocks away. Now, I did originally, I searched through a lot of worlds on Admidst to find one that I liked. This was the world I chose because there wasn't many oceans close to 0, close to the place I anticipated that I would build my my base. So yeah, this I believe is the closest. I don't think I've ever seen it before. So yeah, this is like kid gets to see the ocean for the first time. If you live in Scotland, you basically live within a half-hour drive of the ocean. So yeah, comes with living on an island. This is the nearest ocean. It looks actually really cool. I like it up against the hills and everything like that. And there's a dark oak forest. It's a dark oak forest island, it looks like, which is super amazing. Yeah, I must say I really do like this world. Like the more I've played it, the more I've not regretted my decision in choosing this seed. So there we have it. I have completed the map. It's not perfect in the sense that it should be a complete square, as I said, but we couldn't fit in a full square, so we've just gone for a 3x7 map here, which covers most of the wider sections, but just not north or south. Obviously the centre of the map is here, which is just by spawn, and the city's up here. And apart from this area here, I've not really been or built in too many other places. There is a village, another village, I think around about here, and then there's another one like just beyond. I accidentally went too far. There's a desert just down here, and the ocean that I might have shown is up here. So there is a good variety of biomes. Not too much water. There is obviously a bit of water here and here because there's swamps, but not too much. It's mainly landmass, which is good. That's what I was intending. And then there's a village down here as well in plains. But yeah, that is what we've got done. Now, I am going to end... Well, I'm not going to end just yet because there are one or two things I wish to show. Things I found while exploring that I didn't record, but we'll get on to working on the ravine next episode, and I know what I'm going to put in there. I've not said yet, but I'll say next episode what the ravine is going to be used for. First of all, we've got to head over here. As you can see, there's a village there, which I believe it did have a blacksmith. Let's go check it out. I think I did check it out actually, so I kind of know what's in there, but we'll check it out on camera. The other thing I want to see is, I think, behind us. Yep, here's the blacksmiths. I found a few villages, not all of them had blacksmiths. There's a lot of iron, and we might as well take that stuff as well. In fact, let's take the armour too, because at the very least we can smelt that down. We got an advancement for getting the armour, which is pretty neat. As you can see, there is a bit of lava here. Lava came and destroyed this area, while there was just some grass and a tree that got destroyed. But I thought it was just a thing in the wall, so I tried to plug it up. It didn't work. Turns out it's like an indoor cove kind of thing. Like, you know, there's just the lava falling grass, but it's inside. It doesn't reach out into the open, and I thought this was really, really cool. So, yeah, that's that. Alright, so now this is probably some of my favourite terrain. I don't know why, and like the fact I look at it now, it looks really cool. I really like this mountain range alongside the plains. I really do. I don't know why. It's just terrain like this in a survival world is just so cool, and it's sort of something you wouldn't really pay attention to in any other context. Maybe in an SMP, but like ultra hardcore, maybe maps or whatever. I don't know. I just maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you would. I don't know. But I really just like this terrain. And then we've got the plains here. We've got the small village, the river, the forest, everything. It's really 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 cool. I almost wish I'd built Moria in these hills now, to be honest. But I'm going to just stick with what I've got. But yeah, I really like these mountains. Let's go up, and we'll see how high they go. 124 it looks like. But yeah, that is it for this episode. I'm done with mapping, at least for now. We've got a nice map of the area in the museum. Next episode we will move on and get down to the business of adding sections, exhibits, things like that. We'll get adding them to the build. Till then, catch you later.